Well, our top focus story this Saturday: after being released from Bangalore Central Jail, AIADMK Chief Jayalalithaa has finally reached her Poise Garden residence. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister O. Paneerselvam, several ministers, members of parliament, legislators were in attendance. They made a beeline to receive her near the prison before Jayalalithaa boarded a special charter flight from Bangalore for Chennai. Hundreds of AIADMK supporters gathered outside the Chennai airport and outside her residence in Poise Garden. Well, earlier the release order by the special court came after a bond of rupees 2 crore and surety on assets for more than 1 crore was furnished for Jayalalithaa. A copy of the Supreme Court order was also produced by her lawyers. Jayalalitha's close aide Sasikala and her relatives also fulfilled similar conditions and also walked out of jail. And finally, it was a grand homecoming for the AIADMK chief in Chennai. Scenes of frenzied celebration were witnessed outside her Poise Garden residence. Thousands of supporters battled heavy downpour to greet their leader. From Chennai airport to Poise Garden, Jayalalithaa supporters formed the human chain to welcome their leader. Frenzied scenes were witnessed outside Jayalalitha's Poise Garden residence as she made her way to her residence from the Chennai airport. There was a human chain of AIADMK party cadre and supporters. Firecrackers there being in fact burst outside Jayalalitha's Poise Garden residence. She has finally reached her residence premises, and the bail that has been given to Jayalalithaa from the Apex court is on health grounds, which means that she cannot leave her residence premises. She will have to furnish further details, and a report of 35,000 pages were given to understand to the Supreme Court on the 16th of December. And while there is jubilation and celebration on the streets of Chennai and across the length and breadth of Tamil Nadu, her legal battles are far from over. My colleague Pratibha Raman joins me live for more. Pratibha, you've been reporting on this story. You were there at the Karnataka High Court when she was convicted. She has subsequently been given relief from the Apex Court. But Jayalalitha's legal troubles are far from over.
True, it is just the first step that she has won, but then a first step that has been victorious. So that is what people of AIADMK cadre have been celebrating right through the day today. In fact, most of them lining the entire stretch from the airport to Poise Garden. We are now stationed outside the Poise Garden to bring you the kind of celebration, fireworks all over, a human chain. So it was like a mini procession to welcome Jayalalithaa. So that is the kind of attitude and enthusiasm. And joining me is also Shrisha, my colleague, who's been tracking the developments here at her residence. Can actually elaborate on the road ahead for AIADMK now that there is still a legal battle that still needs to be won, but then it is definitely a first step, right?
Well, exactly. It is the first step, Pratibha, because this has actually boosted the morale of the party workers, her return. And we did see the enthusiasm, how they were celebrating it like a Diwali. So this they see, of course, yes, ahead of the 2016 Assembly elections, this will be quite a big challenge for Jayalalithaa to strengthen the party's image, which has taken a beating because of her conviction. And we do know that the DMK has been saying this will also work in their favor because they faced back-to-back trouble like 2009 and the Assembly 2011 elections. So they are seeing some sort of a vacuum in the political scenario. So they were thinking that this might work in favor of them. So Jayalalithaa has to work to see how she's going to strengthen the party's image ahead of the 2016 Assembly elections.
And not just that, one has to remember that AIADMK is a single leader party, and now that the leader is back in her fold, perhaps she would take things forward right now, because people of Tamil Nadu have ultimately elected AIADMK, and knowing very well who is going to call the shots, whether it's CM or not being the CM.
Well, absolutely. I think that really is the crucial point. She is the single undisputed leader of the AIADMK, and with her return, there is obviously no doubt that she is going to be de facto chief minister. She will be taking all the decisions. But even though there has been temporary relief that has been given to Jayalalithaa and scenes of celebration and jubilation all across Tamil Nadu, her legal battles are far from over. Shisha Reddy and Pratibha Raman are going to continue to track developments on the story, and we of course will keep going back to them for more. Well, moving on to the other big story we're tracking, Modi Sarkar is facing heavy fire for its black money U-turn for peddling the same excuses it once targeted the UPA for giving on this particular matter. And now the original anti-graft crusader Anna Hazare has stepped back into the arena to challenge Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Anna is threatening an agitation if Modi Sarkar fails to reveal names of those with dirty cash in foreign banks. And Anna's erstwhile adversary on the matter, the Congress too, is leading a blistering campaign against the Modi Sarkar, accusing it of doublespeak. Well, moving on, while the Bihar Chief Minister's intent cannot be debated, his communication skills could perhaps use a little help. While addressing a rally in Motihari, Jitan Ram Manjhi threatened to chop off doctors' hands if they did not treat the poor properly.
जीतन मांझी गरीब घर का परिवार है, वो जानता है कि यहाँ गरीबों का इलाज होता है और गरीबों के साथ खिलवाड़ करेगा, जीतन मांझी उसका हाथ काट देगा, इसमें कोई देर नहीं है। अब इसीलिए हमने किया है।
Well, this, however, is not the first time that Manjhi's comments have sparked a row. Earlier, he had said that there is nothing wrong in consuming alcohol after dinner. His suggestion to Dalits to go for intercaste marriage to increase their population had also drawn strong criticism. Later, he had sparked another row, another controversy when he said that hoarding and black marketing by small traders done for the sake of their family is not a crime. The Bihar Chief Minister has now clarified on his latest comment. He said that it was just an idiom and should not really be taken literally.
हिंदी के मुहावरा उनको जानना चाहिए। हिंदी का मुहावरा का ज्ञान नहीं है, इसीलिए उन्होंने कहा। हाथ काटना का मतलब है अधिकार सीमित करना। अगर वो गलत करेंगे तो उनका अधिकार हम सीमित कर देंगे। हाथ काटना एक मुहावरा है। हाथ काटना, कद छोटा करना, पैर जलना, हाथ जलना, ये सब क्या है? ये सब मुहावरा, इसलिए उनको मुहावरा को सीखना चाहिए, ज्ञान करना चाहिए, तब बोलना चाहिए। डॉक्टर लोगों को खफा होने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो मुहावरा समझ ले। डॉक्टर के प्रति हमारी पूरी प्रतिष्ठा है, लेकिन उन डॉक्टरों के लिए नहीं जो ड्यूटी से नदारत रहते हैं, अब मरते हुए गरीब को नहीं देखते हैं।